Hello everyone, welcome to another lovely episode with JayFx. And this is a stock market analysis. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is JayFx, also, Johnny Jigger. I'm the founder of JayFx House Community, and this is a stock market technical analysis. This is an analysis on TELSA, which is the symbol TSLA. So I'm using Elliott wave. For those of you who don't know Elliott wave, it's a technical analysis method. This particular method was originally developed for the stock market within the mid-90s. And there's a playlist on YouTube where you can get a full breakdown of how to use this Elliott wave method. There's a breakdown from a mentorship series from the principles to the theory to the practical applications. Everything is arranged for you on the playlist, okay? And this particular method was originally developed by a guy called Elliott. That's why, the name is Elliott wave. So it's wave theory is based on impulsive and corrective price action. For those of you who are familiar with market structure, you understand that market structure moves in two ways, impulsive or corrective. So that's how we get the higher high, lower high, lower high, or how we get, the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. That's for a bearish trend. So once you understand the waves of market structure, you then try to apply a particular theory or a particular concept using market structure to understand how or what is going to happen next, okay? So on this particular video, I'm giving you insights using Elliott wave, which is originally meant for stock market. I'm going to be showing you what I think is about to happen or what is going on the stock market for TELSA using price action. Okay, so as you can see here on the label, for those of you who are familiar with Elliott wave, you might have gotten some insights to, the directions of what I'm trying to say. For those of you who are new, you have to understand that there are two types of waves. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the numeric wave, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the impulsive price action, that is, if the market is bullish, if it's impulsive, the impulsive legs are what we call the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every wave that is impulsive is going to be labeled with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, this is an impulsive wave. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same for this. So whenever the price action is in the trend, it's always happening in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it's correcting, that is, the trend has not shifted. It's not bearish. It's just a retracement. The main trend is still bullish for the long run. So that is what we call a retracement. So these waves are labeled with ABC. And that's how we have the two types of waves, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the ABC wave. Now, once you understand this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, remember I told you it still applies to market structure, which is higher high, lower low, You have to still understand how market structure works if you're going to apply any theory in the market. So now, once you understand this part, let's look into what we have on the trend. As you can see, the market is bullish. This is a bullish price action. This was the previous all-time high. Okay. Now we can see that this is a wave 1, 2, which is wave 2 is also in a corrective pattern, which is ABC. So this is corrective. So now we have wave 2, and this is wave 3. Why do I say this is wave 3? As you can see, it's the longest wave compared to wave 1. And then we have this retracement over here, which the low did not go into the territory of wave 1. As you can see, this is one of the criteria of what to use to classify, what is valid as a wave 4. So again, there's a playlist on my YouTube channel. You can go watch how Elliott wave method works. This is an analysis breakdown. Of course, I'm giving you insights using market structure and what we have on the trend, but at the same time, it's not going to give you a proper breakdown like what the programs on, the playlist is going to do. So please take your time to go look that out so you can understand properly how this method works. For me, I'm very experienced with using this. I've been doing this for like 6 years now. And I'm kind of very, very good in breaking down charts on the market. So it's going to look very, very easy when I'm doing it. But, when you do it on your own, it's a little bit difficult. So, go watch the episodes and try to understand how Elliott wave works. Now, let's look at the trend. So this was a wave 4. Like I just explained, I'm using the image. You should understand why I call this a wave 4. Now, you should understand that we are expecting a wave 5. That is, it has to clear out the high of wave 3. That's to form a new higher high. And also at the same time, I'm expecting it to clear out the previous all-time high. That would be, creating a new wave for this range. Okay. And at the same time, if this is a single range, let's say this is a single trend, and for the long run, the side is bullish, as we can see with what Elon Musk is doing. well, probably TELSA is bullish, you know. So using technical analysis, we can see for the long run, the market is also, you know, the trend is also supporting a bullish price action. If we would see this as an internal structure and expecting price to clear out this high, then it's possible to say that TELSA is in a bullish market and probably this high is not going to hold. But the only time we could change bias is probably if this high doesn't get cleared out. So if we were to use smart money concept, we would say that this is another block. Okay, because if you use smart money concept, this would be another block, right? And then this would probably be an area of interest because it's a key level. So if this doesn't get broken, then this is a possibility that price could be going bearish. So we're in a major um, supply area right now, that is using supply and demand. And there's every tendency that if this doesn't get broken, price is bearish for maybe next year, you know? But if this does get broken, probably there might be some news, you know, in the coming days that could spice up, you know, the market and give us that push to break out the previous all-time high. Then we're probably bullish for the long run. That is to create a wave 5. That is this impulsive wave we're seeing over here. Okay. And if we look at this, this would be a wave 1, a wave 2. So if this is a wave 3, this would just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, then maybe an A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, that is to form wave 3. And that's a breakdown for how Elliott wave works. For those of you who are new to how Elliott wave works, please go look out the videos in the playlist. It will help you understand better what I'm, you know, doing. For me, I'm very experienced and it's easy for me to do this kind of stuff. Let's see if there's anything I can show you on NVDA. That is NVIDIA, I think. That's like an AI tech chip company, something like that. And I was looking at this price action earlier, and technical analysis is very simple. I'm not going to lie to you, it's very, very simple. And if you want to know what's going on in the market without using any special method, just using market structure, you can look at the major low and the major highs. So if there's no major break of structure, the trend remains the same. That's if price doesn't break the previous lower low, the trend remains the same because most likely the high will get cleared out. Okay, but if trend does break this low, then there's most likely something like this is going to happen. And that's how you know what's going on using market structure. How do I know if there's going to be a retracement from here? If you look at the previous price action, this would be a key level. And since price broke this level, there was no retest. So if this is getting broken, then price is probably bouncing up this high. Or probably, let's say, a flip zone. Okay, so that's technical analysis. It's very, very simple. Very simple. This is using market structure. So that's all for this episode. And you can check out other videos on our playlist. There are videos designed to give you insight into how technical analysis work, the forex market, crypto markets, all available on the channel. So I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.